back to room gate in order to see if we have anyone there gives us any idea how to unparalyze someone, because none of us has a clue. There's no unparalyzed skill.
No, there's not. But you're able to get back to Rune Gate without any incidences. So it's going to be evening time. You'll need to announce yourselves at the gates, but they'll let you in. Did you want to head right to the meeting hall, the Great Hall? Or did you want to get a place to stay at the inn?
No. We want to go do something. The only reason we would not go to the Great Hall, in my opinion, would be that if we happen to know there might be a healer in the Lightbringer's Temple. I don't recall what we know of a replacement Shalana Alroy person there. If we don't think there's a good replacement there, then we would go to the Great Hall and ask for help.
Okay, Arrestor, go ahead and make a power times 5 roll.
I rolled a 66. Let me see, my power is 17, so that would be a success.
That is, holy cow, 17. Okay, so you do know who the current high priest at the temple is. The question is it actually
Right. And that's what I meant, is who is whatever the highest ranking healer at the temple is. If there aren't liable to be any sort of Shalana Alroy, then we need to go someplace else.
Okay, at the Lightbringer Temple, it is not a Shalana Arroy. But, there are other temples here in town.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, if there isn't a Shalana, if we know there is not a Shalana Alroy high-ranking initiate or priestess at the Lightbringer's Temple, then I think we should go to the hall.
Okay. So
that's
you
what
do
I
not know, or rather, you know that the high-ranking priestess at the temple is not Shalana Roy. I can roll to see who it is, but it's not that important. So offhand, right. You do not know about a healer there or other healers in town.
Right, which is why we need to go then to the hall and ask the chief if he knows of a priestess or shaman or somebody that can do something with our paralyzed friend before it's too late.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so you go to the Great Hall. You're brought in. Veranos is there with his daughter and with Sevros. And obviously, you'll be dragging in Juchi, and so they'll clear off a table. There'll be number of people run over to help carry him over, and people ask, "What happened? What happened?" Who wants to tell the story?
Oh, I will. I'll venture to tell the story here.
Go ahead.
You must forgive my memory. Very busy time for me. But I'll tell them about that we were attacked by creatures that were howling that would sap all the energy. I won't say energy, but all our confidence out of us. And when they hit you, there was a chance you'd be paralyzed. We think we think they're the vampires, but we're not positive. And one of our companions has not recovered.
Okay, when you say vampire, everybody kind of freaks out. But Veneros grabs one of the guards, tells him something, and the guard books out of the Great Hall there. He'll be back in a little bit with a Shalana Roy initiate. They also have
Start.
2 other healers in town. And they will take a look at him.
Okay.
David is particularly interested in the appliance on Severus's arm. I assume it's some sort of indoor sundial. I saw him look at it, and I am particularly interested in how that mechanism works.
It's a message sending device. He was being tasked by one of the guards.
Me.
But now I understand.
The healers will take a look at Juchi, and they'll ask again about. They'll be cleaning him up. They're checking his wounds. In fact, one of them will start looking at his hands, upper arms or lower arms, and pull up his pants, looking at his legs. What bit him? What bit him?
Well, he beat him on the neck right there.
At that, she'll totally shocked and will carefully, unpack the bandaging and that kind of thing. And she will say, "This is definitely poison of some kind."
Oh, it not a vampire? Because neck bite right there.
She will just look shocked. I don't know anything about vampires, but they don't poison things, do they?
Well, if he's poisoned, they must not be vampires then. Vampires don't
I
use
don't know.
poison, do they?
They were bad. We killed some of them. That's the whole point.
We'll go ahead and describe them.
I'm going to look at a restaurant. I'm not sure they were vampires. Can I shake my head?
I'm not, now that we've discussed it, I'm not sure they're vampires either. But they were foul chaos things that should be killed.
Well, they must have been alive, right? Because poison.
Right.
But Miriam will tell you, no, they were not alive.
So it's, how do not live things have poison? Is it really poison? Maybe it's something that looks like poison.
It is certainly acting like poison, and she'll point out some of the markings that are pumping out of his veins that are going darker and that kind of thing.
Oh, that looks bad.
And she will send somebody back to her place to see what kind of antidote she has. At least that's somewhere to start. I need someone to roll 2d6 plus 3, please.
Dave and I assume.
Oh, I don't know. All right, 2d6 plus 3. Gonna make me responsible for this, huh?
Well, you're the one that seems to know more about this than
I don't know anything about it.
I'm like, let's get it to some place that to somebody that knows what's going on. Once we get there, I don't know what to do other than kill her.
14. 2d6 plus 3 is 14.
Oh, excellent. Okay.
That
Yeah,
bad,
that's-
huh?
No, that's good.
I mean, think about it. You really want the death cultist being the one that's trying to figure out how to keep someone alive?
How do we heal this person? Cut their head off. Evacerate the wound.
And preserve the head.
Right.
That's how we keep them alive.
What? You're a head taker?
Now, you guys know all about. Well, no, you don't.
Never had that experience.
Does a restaurant
None of us.
Atari?
None of us.
Or
None
is
of us.
everybody from that scenario gone?
Not
Yes.
the restaurant.
That's right. You came in afterward. Oh, you were at the end, right?
I was there at the end.
You didn't actually fight any of them, though, right? There was just the spirits.
I don't know. I think.
We didn't see any head hangers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were you. There we go. Here we go. Okay. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 6 individual D6 rolls.
Six individual d6 rolls. All right. I got that. How many?
6. 6 of them.
1, 2, 3,
One more.
5. I see
All right.
5.
They're in the dice roller.
Okay, yep.
Okay. Do we have any 3s or any 6s?
Yes.
Okay.
One of each.
I did see it. Oh, there's one of each? Okay, perfect. Oh, I'm sorry, not 3. I need a 4. A 4 or a 6. Do we have any 4s?
No.
Yes.
Oh, good. Okay.
4? Oh, you're right. There is one. First one.
Okay. So she tries the 4. Which one was first? The 4 was first, wasn't it?
Yep.
Okay, so the first one she tries says, well, do the dosing of the antidote. Say, well, we need to give it some time, see if it's got any effects, and everybody's gonna sweat it out. But Veranos will have somebody bring out some drinks, and
So good.
people can have try to relax, and he'll talk to you about what you guys have found and that sort of thing. He'll also ask if you guys came across a caravan coming south from Two Sisters, because it is late.
Don't recall seeing one.
Yeah, we don't.
We, I'll draw a rough map of the area
Uh-huh.
and show him where we were on, was it Old Top?
Yes.
So we weren't really in a position to see
The caravan.
the road from Two Sisters to Rungate. At
we
least.
We're busy watching the river.
However, we did
river?
see
Right.
a barge go from and I'll point out the tributary, and it pulled going north. I don't think it came from Two Sisters, as that's a long stretch of the river that we could see. And it pretty confident that we would have seen a boat on the river coming up from Two Sisters. So we didn't see anything going south. We did see a rather large contingent of people, men, pulling north.
Okay.
And we know that there's a keep on the first tributary up that stream.
You mean up the creek?
Yeah. No, not the creek. The stream that feeds the creek.
Well, the tributary to the creek, right?
Correct.
I'm just messing with you.
I'm not calling it a creek. That's just too confusing.
No, it's the creek. It's the name of the river. But there's also a river called the stream.
Oh, you're kidding.
No, yeah, further
No.
south.
Oh my God.
And then where the two of them meet is the Creek Stream River.
That's right, on the other side of the marsh.
Well, there's whatever. There's probably something called the tributary too.
No, not I'm aware of, no.
Well, that's
But he
probably
gives
the
it to
name
me
of the.
about
Well,
there.
if it is, if that's not the name of it, we'll have to name it ourselves.
Call it that.
Yeah.
Okay, so he will ask about when you guys go back out about keeping an eye out because he was expecting a caravan coming south from. I need to stop that camp. It's on the side of the mountains here. Yeah, from the Shaker Temple.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was supposed to have come through,
Yeah.
and it hasn't. In fact, he was expecting it today.
Well, from Horsetown to Roongate, roughly, there wasn't anything on the road that we saw.
Correct, there was not. Okay, after some time goes by, the healers go and check back on Juchi, and he is looking better.
Yay.
Okay. Very good. Well, I suppose now that we're here, we need to spend the night here. And if Juchi's better in the morning, we can go back to where we were and start over again.
Well,
What do you think?
I think our host has suggested that we investigate the caravan. Yeah. So doesn't that mean going up to Two Sisters and asking if the caravan came through? It seems pretty straightforward.
Sounds like a plan. I mean, and if after we've solved that mystery, I mean, it's not like we're going out of our way. And there's Juchi just in time
Hello.
to.
Hey.
I apologize for being late. I'm sorry. I have
that's
a lot
all right.
going on.
It's okay, your character
Your timing is
was
perfect. Your
paralyzed.
character is just now recovering.
Chuchi's paralyzed?
He was.
He was.
Oh, okay. What happened to him?
You got bit.
You got bit by a vampire.
It's never happened to me before.
Okay,
Right
well,
on
there's
the
always
neck.
first time.
And put him down hard.
In my whole gaming experience, I've never encountered a vampire. That's exciting. Did I put up a good fight?
Oh, yes. He was brilliant.
I think it happened early on, didn't it?
Well, up to that point.
So technically, we're not entirely sure they're vampires. We don't know
Hey!
quite what they are. But
Hey,
they're vampires.
what
but
are you
they're
doing?
vampires now.
Make
Okay.
it sound as bad as possible.
If it bit me in the neck, it's a vampire.
Which of us is the truth room person? Not me. I'll have to keep my mouth quiet.
Oh, really?
Really happy to be here.
Mhm.
Missed the last 2 sessions, was traveling.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very happy to be here.
So we want to bring him up to
Yeah,
speed?
Pete couldn't make it tonight. We're glad to have you.
Wonderful.
I think our restaurant should bring him up to speed.
Right. I think we
You-
brought him up.
Sounds like I'm unconscious now.
While you're recovering.
Okay, that's great. And where is my body physically at the moment?
We're all in room gate.
Oh,
We
on a
brought you to
table
room gate.
in the
We
Great
didn't
Hall.
know what to do with you.
mhm.
Yes. We didn't know what to do with you, so we brought you here, and the chief found somebody to come and work on you and your recovery.
Okay, is not to occupy the group's focus, is there any information I need to know that was not in Brian's email?
Not that I'm aware of.
Copy that. Thank you.
So if the antidote that was given to him,
All right. So to recap just a little bit, we were sent out to investigate the missing caravans, rumors of
Roger that.
stuff going on the creek, right? So
Copy that.
we went to Old Top to survey the stream, the creek.
Yes, I
We
recall
saw-
that, yeah.
Oh, okay. So we did see a barge that was pulling north on the creek, and it was the following evening that, or later that same day, that we were attacked by something. They didn't have any power, according to Miriam.
Correct.
So that presupposes that they're undead. However, their bite has some sort of poisonous effect. So I'm not sure how undeads have poison. So it's probably something necrotic going on.
Gotcha.
But that's all speculation.
What was the circumstances, Bruce, of us being attacked?
We were camped out watching the river.
Gotcha.
So we were at camp.
Okay. It was like the middle of the night type thing.
Yes.
Got it. Thank you for bringing me up to speed. Appreciate it very much.
And they were
There's more.
soaking wet.
they were.
Oh, okay.
First thing we noticed was
Yeah.
owl.
So we brought you back to Rungate. We're getting some healing going on, trying to, hopefully they'll actually tell us what's going on. But in the meantime, the Thane here asked us if we had seen a caravan, the caravan from the Shaker Temple to the northwest.
Ooh, interesting.
We, of course, haven't seen it, and it was immediately suggested by Restra that we go back to Old Top and continue our surveillance, at which point David says, didn't the Thane just suggest we go track down this caravan?
Caravan.
Like it was coming through Two Sisters. It'd be real easy to just go to Two Sisters and ask the question, did a caravan come through here?
Mm-hmm.
Besides which, Two Sisters is on our way, so.
It
So
sounds
David
like
was-
sounds like an interesting adventure thread, for sure.
Well, and we have this really neat map that I'm sure Brian wants to make use of.
And thirdly,
We will, one way or another,
talking
sooner or
about- And now that I think of it, weren't we talking about leaving our watch post on Old Top and going to Two Sisters and then going over and going up the tributary and spying on the
Yes, all of that. except that we were attacked by,
Right.
I was going to say vampires, but I guess, yeah.
We're going to call them vampires, even if that's not what they were, technically. They're vampires.
Okay. This is exciting stuff. I'm just really not ready to pretend to be rolling up a character and then end up having to have Brian roll up a new character for me.
So that's why we immediately hurried back, because we didn't want anything to happen to you where you had to roll another character.
Thank you.
So, but actually, it does make sense that we don't need to go back to our post. We should go to Two Sisters and then from there consider what we want to do next. But
Now,
yeah.
I would point out here that this is only after Restra has had several drinks that she comes to this realization that, oh.
Yeah.
Silly.
The ale is good here, isn't it?
Say that again?
The ale's good here, isn't it? Good ale in town? Good ale
yeah.
in the hall?
Oh, definitely.
The chief has given me plenty of ale? Okay. And, yeah. I have an intelligence of 20, but that doesn't mean that I use
it. I'm very I'm very excited for this adventure. I really like the idea that my character could die. I'm not against dying. I just prefer for my character to die when I'm actually present in the session. You know what I mean?
It feels better that way.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah, it does feel when it definitely feels better when it's your own fault, not somebody else's. Yeah, I agree.
Oh, speaking of which, did we record how much damage he actually took? And how much healing got done? Were we able to heal the damage itself? I know not everything got healed back up for everybody. But we got close.
I'm pretty sure that
It's on his character sheet.
Yeah, it's on the character sheet in the character sheet folder of the on the Discord page. I thought Pete said he was going to upload his character.
As well your check marks. So be sure to transfer them from that character sheet to your current sheet.
Oh, wonderful. I gained
And
check
then,
marks.
And then you should remove the other one so that it doesn't get confused.
Yeah, except I don't see anything updated since July something. So that doesn't seem to be right either. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, but anyway, the healers will say that he needs to rest for some time. What day is it?
Okay, well. What do you think? Shall we? I hesitate to go off and just leave him, but maybe we should go and come back.
No.
I mean, I think we could skip over the parts where we're not adventuring, right? And not doing end of year stuff or end of season stuff. Can we just like...
We've got the whole town of Rungate that we can play around in.
Yes.
There's all kinds of people to go talk to.
The question is, how important is it that somebody go and check out for this caravan?
Well, they'll understand that we have an injured party member.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, so that was my thing. Should we just let the injured party member stay here and rest while the rest of us go check things out? Or
Okay.
Should we?
A
or
quick
should we
go
wait?
check things out equals random encounter, which could well be 3 hours of engagement.
I
So
agree.
no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's not
Also,
split the party.
I would also vote that you need archery skills if you're out in the wilderness. Not so much underground, but if you're outside.
Yeah. Hey, Juchi, what's your healing rate?
I'm bringing it up right now
Sure thing.
as we speak.
And I have been struggling is not the right word. Debating the whole firing into melee thing. And I'm feeling more towards going to the Fancy Trips version, whereas you only have to roll to miss if people are actually physically in the way. Instead of, because I understand the concept being, okay, melee is movement. Even though we may be sitting in the same hex on the map grid, the characters themselves are moving around. And so you don't know which way they're changing direction and stuff like that, which is what they're trying to roll this whole chaotic situation of, okay, if there's 5 people in the melee, divide your skill by 5 to get who you're going to, if you're going to hit the one person you want to, kind of deal. I can understand that concept, but
I mean, personally, if you want my opinion, like I've completely accepted the way that you referee, and I really love the way that you referee. So everything that you've done so far to me has been, I've been able to accept.
Okay, if you're good with it, then that's all right.
Yeah, I've adapted the way that I play, basically.
So my caution here is 8 brew with bows sitting in the back, shooting into a melee with their buddies and not having to worry about hitting their buddies.
Well, if their buddies are in between, then you would have to worry about it, right?
Yeah, no, they should have the same rules that I have.
My point is that there are going to be circumstances where this is going to be used against us, and we're not going to like it.
That's true. What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
So, right now it's like, oh boy, I can shoot into melee. No. there was a situation where we had an engagement. There were 2 archers that, because they made their high roll, we couldn't see them, and for like 3 or 4 rounds they were shooting at us and we couldn't see them. So no, this is a really bad idea, in my opinion.
I'm okay with the crunchiness of the way that we've been playing, because I've gotten accustomed to it. Yeah, I'm accustomed to it, and I've changed the way that I play, basically. So when I'm underground, I try to be less warrior type and more like smart. And then when I'm like outside, I'm more adventurous and more courageous.
So in the dungeons, we're extremely cautious, and outside of the dungeons, we're like,
yeah, exactly.
Caution to the wind.
Go for it.
Yeah, I have to show how brave I am when there's nobody around. The enemy's far away.
Okay, Juchi, do you have
unless they're 2 possessed dark trolls?
3.
Oh,
yeah. It's 3 per week, Brian.
3? Okay. Okay, in the morning, the Hughes will come by, check on Juchi, and discuss things with the party, and they're thinking, just give him a couple more days rest. He should be able to get up and be back to his old self.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Now, mechanically, the way this works out, the antidote healed half the poison. And so he has essentially a modified constitution of 7, but he's purging the poison out of his system at his healing rate per day. So after 3 days, the poison will be completely purged.
Nice.
Yeah.
And he has to rest the whole time while he's being.
Well, he doesn't have to, like, rest in bed necessarily. Obviously, that would be best.
Okay.
But if he's doing something and there is some need or use or secondary effect for his constitution to take effect, it's going to be modified because of the poison. That's how I would interpret it.
Okay. Yeah.
So
So
his endurance
we
will
can
be way
go.
down. In fact, his hit points will probably be down.
So we can go hang out in Rootgate. There's taverns to go visit, and there's temples to go see. There's people to run into.
Mm-hmm.
We have 2
Thoroughly
days.
Encourage everyone.
Yeah. So that's right. So Gucci can go about town with us, but we really don't want to be going out where we're going to have a battle and have you get all wound up and his adrenaline going and have the poison be punished. That makes
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, is there anything specific? Obviously, you want to hit. There's a couple taverns. Obviously, there's a couple of inns as well. Where's my reading stuff? I can switch the picture back too. That's what I wanted. Is it staying up? Oh, it's not staying up. That's interesting.
How come I got a check next to my grandfather? Never mind. That's dead. Okay. Sorry.
Your grandfather.
So-
That was,
So
yeah, I was
Brian,
like, what?
Yes.
I'm going to
Ooh,
invite
look at that.
Broken. What the heck is that?
That's the wrong window. That's what that is. There
interesting.
we go. That's better. How does that look? Okay, you're going to do what?
I'm going to invite Severos
Oh, really?
to,
Okay.
to come out with us to, I think it's the Last Chance Inn, I think is where we were. Yeah.
Yep.
Severos, that's the younger, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So invite him to come out. And how does he respond to the invitation?
Roll a d20.
Because
19.
my hit points are at 14.
Oh, 19.
I hit him in the head.
That's amazing.
No, he's totally insulted, I guess. I don't know.
He will brush it off, but you've got it's not human lore. What do they call that thing? That skill where you tell people think and stuff. Perception skill.
ESP.
Yeah, I'm sure none of it. Well, I'll look. I doubt
roll
that. I gotta find it first.
Insight.
Human insight. Yeah, insight.
Perception. Insight species.
Okay. I guess me. Okay, well, possible. Okay.
What is your actual percentage?
33. And I missed.
Okay. But you can tell that he seemed a bit taken aback at first, but he politely thanks you, but he's got other things he needs to be doing. Declines. Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
The effrontery. Go hang out with the commoners. Who does he think I am?
It wasn't that bad. Now, you did want to roll low, but the target number was actually pretty high.
Oh,
He was actually inclined, but it didn't come across right.
is there anything I can do to modify that roll?
What did you actually roll?
A 19.
And you got
Well,
33? No, on your percentage. Or did you mean the interaction roll?
The interaction roll.
If you really wanted to press it, yes. You could use harmony or fire sky, maybe.
Ooh, let's do that. Fire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, make a fire sky roll.
Fi-
And that's
Fire
because
sky roll.
that's his room. He's one of those Elmal guys.
Yeah, one of those.
Yes, I made it.
Okay. Let's go ahead and make another
Good
D20
job.
roll.
Oh. Where it falls apart. Oh my god.
Another 19? The fates have spoken. No, thank you. I do appreciate it, but I do have responsibilities I need to take care of. Perhaps some other time.
Another time then. Is his sister nearby?
Oh, yeah, she's there. She's been there the whole time.
How about you? Want to come? Smile.
Have you hit on
Well-
her before?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, my yeah. My ulterior motive has come forward. I'm like, it gets Severus to go, hey, why don't we invite your sister?
That's right.
Oh
Get
my
her through the
god.
brother. Go ahead and
We have a
roll. Roll a
drink.
D20.
Oh, God. Here we go. Oh, 20. 11.
Okay.
Is my fire sky thing still going?
No, that was just for him. She's not Emolian, so it doesn't affect her. She'll kind of raise an eyebrow and go, as she looks at her sundial.
I gotta get one of those.
Perhaps this evening I will have some time.
That would be wonderful. We'll see you there.
Excellent.
What time of day is it?
Right now, it is the morning of Fire Day of Harmony Week. Ooh, I completely forgot. We were going to start using those modifiers.
That's right, it is Fire Day, isn't it?
It is.
So I've got even a bigger bonus.
You've got a bonus to your bonus. Yeah. Oh, I was going to put this on the map, but I kept forgetting to do that because I've been making maps. And boy, does that take time.
Oh,
Man,
it does.
holy cow. And it's not like you can upload pictures to one map making tool, and the other mapping tool has to have a picture. And you can't put grid squares on the second mapping tool, so you have to do it on the first mapping tool, which you can't upload pictures to. So you got to create everything from scratch.
Layers. Brian used layers.
Yeah.
Guys.
Yeah.
I need to switch from my cell phone to my laptop because my cell phone signal was crapping. So I'm gonna switch. So I'll be absent for like two minutes. I'll be right back.
Okay, sure
I'm
thing,
just
no
switching
problem.
devices.
Uh-huh.
That's cool.
Yeah. Thanks.
Okay, so here's some modifiers for the entirety of sea season. Whenever you invoke the water rune, you get a +5. And whenever you invoke the fire rune, you have a -15.
Okay.
That's bad.
Yeah, that's not very
Yeah. Not a good time of year. We have fire people. Now, if Angrilar was still around, it would be great. Poor Angrilar.
I'm just making some markings here on my calendar to keep track of this sort of thing.
Hello?
Yes,
Okay. You guys can hear me
we
okay
sure
now?
can. Yep.
Sorry about that. I was trying to use my wireless Bluetooth headphones and they weren't working. So I'm good now.
Okay. Yeah, we were just talking about. We had been discussing trying to get some more Gloranthan feel to our game, of having the seasons and the weeks and the days having influence on the various runes based upon all of those things. And I'm just writing it down here on my calendar to remind me. And for example, it's sea season. So throughout the entire season, whenever you invoke the water rune, you will get a +5. But if you attempt to invoke the fire rune, you have a -15. And then there are modifiers for each of the weeks for the 8
Damn.
power runes. And then for each day, there's also modifiers for the elemental.
You know, it's interesting that my fire rune is by far my highest rune. So fire and truth, it's 80.
That's because of your is it Yamalian? Your
Mm-hmm.
cult? That affiliation.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That and using missile weapons and spears and stuff.
Interesting.
Yeah, those are
Love
all
that.
effective.
Well, my cult is actually Yalmalio.
Right, yeah.
Kind of neat.
Pardon me. Okay. All caught up there. So what do you guys want to do here in town for the next couple of days? Anything specific besides inviting the Thane's daughter?
Yes, I want to go visit Runegate, the gate of Runegate.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because, it's Runegate.
That's right. And there are flowers and fruits. And, spring, so maybe not fruits, but there'll be some flowers, that sort of thing, that have been piled up as offerings here at the Luck Gate.
I will do something similar.
Okay.
I will spend, not sure what a reasonable number is, but some number, bouquet of flowers is how many lunars?
5.
All right, I will spend 5 lunars on appropriate offerings to the rune gate.
Excellent. Make sure you write that down somewhere so you can remind me.
Okay. The notes section somewhere.
Just on the corner somewhere. Offering to rune gate.
I would suggest burning down the Seven Mothers Shrine, but given the state of the firewood versus the water, that's probably not a good time of year to do it.
To that end, something that I had early on been struggling with, but conversations from Jeff have mollified that. It's the fact that, well, yes, the Seven Mothers is the religion of the invaders, right? The occupiers.
Right?
The followers are, in fact, your cousins and your neighbors. So it's not like once the empire was beat back, they killed everybody, you know. Some of it may be underground because they don't want to flaunt that kind of thing. But there was a shrine here, so some of the stuff is above board.
Yeah. That doesn't mean we have to like it.
True. It also doesn't mean they have to hate it.
True.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I don't know. Let's look at this. Folk relations.
Oh, the Matrix?
Yeah.
All right. So we spent a couple of days in our gate. Let's go on.
I'm done with this role-playing stuff.
Yeah,
Let's get back to the game.
I tried.
You did.
I tried.
Had some success, in fact.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll that d20 again.
Yeah, I'm ready to move on.
I'm just hostile to them. They're not enemies.
Right.
Nine.
Things went well.
Ooh, that's nice.
Okay. So it is now God's Day of Harmony Week during sea season. Juchi's back up on his feet.
Yay.
And where are we going to go?
Yay! Awesome.
We're going to go to the Seven Mothers unless we can find this shrine first. We're not to shrine this caravan.
The what?
Unless we find the caravan between here and the seven.
Oh, the caravan. Okay. It was just
Caravan.
You mean the two sisters?
Yeah.
The two sisters. Yeah. Yes, we're going to go to the two sisters unless we find the caravan between here and there. But I would hope that if the caravan was between here and there, somebody would have found it before us.
One would think, yes.
And in fact, while you've been here, a caravan has not arrived.
Okay. Yeah. That's not correct.
Well, but nobody has come and said, there's a caravan burning outside the gates.
That's true.
So,
You know,
so it's not like it's, between here and Horsetown.
I was going to say, you would think if it happened between here and Horsetown, there would be word. Now, maybe if it happened a little bit further.
I'm sure there's travel between Horsetown and Two
yeah, all
Sisters.
the time, every day.
Yeah, so it's not like it's even between here and Two Sisters. The question is, did it even get to Two Sisters?
Exactly.
That's the current question.
There's only one way to find out.
That's right. Go to Two Sisters.
I agree.
Let's have the GM roll. Encounter dice. Okay.
See, I knew it. We're going to have an encounter. It can be with vampires. This could be 3 hours.
Okay, well, at least Yuji is here to shoot them this time.
Oh, that's optimistic. I thought you were going to say get poisoned.
No. Not this time.
Okay, so on the road north, the Two Sisters, you do come across a tribal patrol.
No. Have you seen a caravan?
They have not.
Wave.
In fact,
So
Where
power times 3 roll.
where is your patrol taking you?
They're circling around. They just came along. Where did they come from? They would have stayed on the road. So they're actually coming up behind you from Roomgate. They're going to Two Sisters and they're going to come back down.
Oh, well, we can go to Two Sisters together.
That's true. Yes, you can.
I made my power roll.
Times 3?
Wise
Yeah.
decision.
Anybody
I
else?
rolled an 11.
Ooh. Is that special by chance?
I doubt it. Well, let's see. Power times 3. Probably not.
Yeah, you're like in the 40s or something with that. Power times 3, right?
I think I rolled a 53, so let's look what my power is. Nope. Wait. It's power times 5?
No, 3. Power times 3.
No, I didn't make it.
So David's the only one.
Is this
I think
everyone?
so.
Okay, so David, you will recognize one of the patrol members.
Hey,
Most likely, it would be a scribe. So someone associated with your temple, but not a philosopher.
no. Okay. Well.
Oh, and she's rather pretty.
Oh. Wait, is she a follower of Yeah, Linkerby.
Actual Linker
Your
Mine.
temple.
She is a scribe. Oh, let me check. Hold on.
That would be appropriate.
It would, but that's also a stereotype.
We don't do that here.
I try not to. Although all the power gamers do. Right. Codes. Oh,
I have to pigeonhole things.
that's right. Roll percentile for me.
Oh, that sounds interesting. 100.
Oh my gosh.
Warning. Unexpected character.
She is actually an initiate of the Seven Mothers.
Ew. It's like a Democrat or something. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Roll 3d6 for me, Bruce.
All right, I have to get back to the die roller. There it is. What? I can't. I can only do one save thing.
That's true.
So I have to type this out every time. 9.
Okay. The relationship that you currently have with her is a distant relationship, if that makes any sense. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Okay.
not particularly cordial.
Exactly.
Alrighty.
In fact, you could almost say that she's being snooty while she is out on patrol.
Is this consistent with prior behavior?
Yes.
Okay. But distant. All right.
Okay, so you travel with them.
Let's.
Oh, what,
Mhm.
go ahead.
No, I was just going to move us along. Yes.
Okay, yep. So travel on up to Two Sisters.
You have to have a proper. You have to have a proper scale on your maps for that to work. You know.
I have that. That's why I pulled off my string. So I could track it along the road. So it's about 7 miles, so it's not that far at all. But it is spring, right? So if you look at homeland,
Wow.
and we look at
I got a call. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Rains.
and it's
Literally.
early sea season, so yeah, it's been raining a lot. Although it only rained once while you guys were in Roomgate, and it's not raining right now. So
It only rained once for 3 days. Let's see. Only rained twice this week. Once for 3 days and once for 4.
Exactly.
Okay, so it'll take about half a day to get up there. So I get to Roomgate, get to Two Sisters, the southern half of the Two Sisters, about noonish.
Okay.
Okay. And, excuse me. I need to. Okay, so if you go to that Owlbear Rodeo link in the system, in fact, I can reload it here in the general chat.
Thank you.
We have a map.
3, 2.
All right, I'm back.
Okay. I loaded up the Owlbear Rodeo link in the text, the general text chat.
Very
Coming
cool
up.
map. History Shrine.
So it is walled, and in fact has a couple of I've got pointers on. Where's my pointer? A couple of gate towers. Can you see that? The red dot thing?
Mine's still coming up.
I see it.
Okay.
Up there we go. Looks a little better.
Just got disconnected.
I've got a blue dot.
Yeah. Oh, that's fine.
I will be back in a moment, guys.
Oh, okay. Who's moving the party?
They're drunk. They're
trying to-
listing as they go down the road.
Trying to shrink it.
Oh.
But when I click on it, that's good. That'll work. The label thing gets over the top of, and I can't do anything. Oh, okay.
You have to zoom into it so it's big and then center it, and one left click will highlight the controls on it.
Oh, okay. But these are megahexes. So these are 10 feet across. But you can see that there are obviously the walled part of the city or village or town. Is a town, I guess it is. And it's actually got a couple of towers here and a gate, but the gate's open because it's daytime. And as there's this Isri shrine out front. And as you come in, you notice off to the right is a grove of trees, and there's a gazebo in there. And no, you can't shoot it. And off to the left is a corral for horses and that sort of thing. And there are some there. And as you come further up the road, to the right is a Eularia temple, and to the left is an inn. But the tribal patrol, once they get here, will just interact briefly with the guards here, and then they turn around and head south.
Wave. Bye. Nice to see you.
Ciao.
Thanks for the company.
So what do you want to do? Oh, you
Go to the inn.
You can see from here also. There is a tower up here, number 5, in this upper corner. The upper right-hand corner.
Okay.
That is a tower. So it's like 2-3 stories tall. So that's obvious that you can see.
Commanding view.
Yep. Okay, to the inn.
Okay.
What's the name
What?
of the inn?
No, I was going to ask about something we can't see, so I'm not going to ask.
Or what's the name of the inn?
All right. I got some house stuff I got to take care of. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Might be a good time for me to take a break. I'll be back when that is.
Oh, we can all take a quick break. I mean,
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Then I can find my papers and get your answers available.
Exactly. It's a
Okay.
good plan.
Back in 5.